Hey, good to see you. Good game last night.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Hey, stay focused in your workout today. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
We have some more 2K TV fun coming at you on September 10th because we will be in NBA2K22. Until then, follow us on social media. We're at NBA2K_2KTV, and make sure you send us those highlights using the hashtag 2KTVWow and enjoy the game.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche and a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talent, and nothing tips off a broadcast.
Kevin, thank you very much. Last season, the Lakers duo of LeBron and AD became the first duo of Lakers starters in the All-Star game since Shaq and Kobe in 2013. It was, as we all expected, a perfect pairing. And LeBron said, it's getting better as the days go by. The more time you spend together having the same goals, the same drive, it organically happens. I don't know about organics, I just know that those two are scary for the rest of the league. Kevin?
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. Here on the 5 for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with the natural. And it's Ibaka. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Matthews out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this team for mid-season?
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you said, let it play out. George passes to Ibaka. Outside Leonard, shot clock at 6. And Davis sends it back. To the wing on the left. Here's Schroeder. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from George. Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Schroeder passes to LeBron. Back to Schroeder. Outside Matthews. He kicks it to Davis. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Davis has got his second bucket.
Even from mid-range, Davis is deadly. Strong mechanics like his work at any distance.
Holmes passes to Ibaka. Outside, George. Oh, good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Puts it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
The timing of the play is exceptional. Davis arrives right on cue.
And it's Holmes off the drive.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game. Good on both. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. To the inside. And stolen by Cousins. Holmes passes to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, leaving nothing to chance there. Ibaka goes up strong and finishes with a little attitude.
Schroeder dishes to Drummond. Left side, Davis. And the reception by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And here's Davis for 3.
And speed and effort level, two things that make Ibaka an outstanding defender.
And Holmes throws it down.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish. Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
James, the pass to Drummond. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
That one misses. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game. He doesn't play around. The bucket's there for him. He's going to get it.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Shoots a fader. Paul George grabs the miss.
Does a good job just to get the shot off clean. Even if he can't knock it down, the fadeaway is really his only choice there.
Here's Leonard. Holmes kicks to Cousins. Oh, good with the triple. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Staying with your game plan is so important, especially when you are away from your home team.
The Lakers have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Holmes against Schroeder and stolen by Drummond. And here is James. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Philadelphia.
And don't leave out his rebounding. He had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And here's Matthews in the arc. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. LeBron against Leonard, and stolen by Drummond. Here we go, James headed to the hoop.
Whenever Drummond is hustling like this, it helps making himself a big target in transition.
Now, here's Holmes, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Right at the free throw line. That one off the back iron and out.
Gotta give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps trying.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
With the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him and get that lead even bigger.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Free throw good, Davis.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. It's now much more of a face-up play.
Well, and that's where his game's been headed. The shot is improved. He can step out to the three, facing up and let him use his burst. Lets him maximize.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
They needed more fire and intensity tonight. Even if they don't win the battle of the boards, they have to put up a fight.
What's up, everyone?
Clippers trail by 3. It's Holmes, high post. He's got 6. They get a hand on it. Now the Lakers on the break. Hammering it in.
Love how fierce James is. Ferocious.
And it's Holmes off the draw. It's George on the wing. He's covered by Matthews. And it's sent back by Drummond.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly this.
That shot is off. George with the defensive effort. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. To stop the run. They get it back. Zubac, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, coach is pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
James kicks to Davis. George against Matthews. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Ibaka.
An elite rim protector, Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and time.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. I know you played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
Great hustle on the part of Kuzma, outworking everyone else on the glass and getting a nice reward.
And it's Holmes off the trunk. Rebounded by the Lakers.
They say there are no easy finishes in the NBA. That should be.
Here's Kuzma. Gasol trying to free himself up. The shot's good from Kuzma. Kuzma's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Holmes. He's got 8. The pass to Morris. Great D that time from here.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
The defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
And the Clippers call time here.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
The defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
And the Clippers making a change here. Gibson's checked in.
First 5 minutes was good. It's a blowout.
Shot here for the Clippers. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Matthews. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Pocket is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's the natural, and it's George in at the 2. Matthews passes to James. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now the Clippers on the break. In the corner, George with it. And stolen by LeBron. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the natural in the last outing against the Magic had a huge game. He had 42 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. He took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the floor.
Lakers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Floats one. LeBron, no good. The Clippers have gone 1 of 6 in the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
Lakers leading by 23. Got a piece of it. Kuzma kicks to LeBron. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And Holmes throws it down.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. LeBron is doubled, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Clippers with the ball. Clippers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Right side, George. Cousins trying to free himself up. George, no good.
He playing soft off him. He might have been better off taking it to the hoop and settling for the jump.
He sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
He's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is very good.
Here's Matthews. They grabbed her on this. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Such an effective and versatile scorer. Once Davis starts to get going, he's tough to slow down.
And the Clippers call time here. I get thinking you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
And that too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And stolen by LeBron. Fast break, the Lakers. James with the ball. A wide open look here for Kuzma. The Lakers rebound. Here's Matthews. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on George. It's his first trip to the line.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
He hits both from the strike.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
George passes to Holmes. Dishes it to Ibaka. Down low, here's Leonard. And no good. The try-spell continuing for him.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Releases from the wing and Tristan. James has got 12 points now in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Out to Kuzma. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
They double him with James. Outside, George. And Davis sends it back.
You see how the league swats. Not only the wingspan, but the awareness.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Here's Holmes. The shot misses, and the Lakers take it the other way. Coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They were flat out sniping from deep. They look very comfortable pulling the trigger on the road.
Leonard against Kuzma. Kuzma pulls it in.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurt him.
Ibaka comes with the double team. Back to Kuzma. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Matthews passes to Kuzma. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Awesome at keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding Kuzma is impossible for the defense.
Holmes kicks to Leonard. Traps in the tray. Leonard's got 5 now.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
To the paint. Here's Drummond. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And it's Holmes off the drive. He dishes it to Ibaka. Zubac trying to break loose. Davis with some nice D. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Kuzma. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. He's got 17.
His three-point game, it's heating up. That's his second 3 of the quarter, 3rd overall.
Holmes kicks to Ibaka. Rebound the Lakers. LeBron's got 6 rebounds in the game.
He has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots. Well, you just got to respect the leaping ability of Drummond, leaving the floor effortlessly, throwing it through the hoop.
Holmes passes to George. To end the run. And too long on the shot. George has gone just 1 for 7 shooting tonight. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
An elite passer in his position. James always seems to make the right decision.
Leonard kicks to George. Here's Holmes, and Davis sends it back. Holmes with the steal. Pass to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Well, so often we see this. Transition buckets off turnovers.
This is why coaches preach ball security to their teams. That sequence right there.
Doubled by Holmes. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Lakers now. Davis kicks to LeBron. Rocket 6. Ibaka comes with the double team. Here's Drummond. Off target from 3-point range. The Clippers shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. Holmes passes to Zubac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Clippers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Getting freaking smashed.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half. A lot of energy. What are you guys doing differently tonight?
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Peters out there with Matthews, and it's Drummond in at center. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
And you know, you go back to that horrific leg injury in Vegas back in 2014, and Paul George hasn't just made it back to the NBA. He's come back a better player.
James looking it over. And they double up James. No one near Drummond as he lets it go. And the wing jumper offline. To the middle. Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers. And they double up Davis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the force Drummond plays with really making the D feel uneasy.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
And it's the Clippers' ball. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for him. Takes it out to Leonard. A three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Nobody near Schroeder, but they'll get another chance. Davis finds Schroeder. The Lakers get it back. A new 14. And it's blocked by Ibaka. That's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Here's Schroeder. And it passed. They get one to fall.
They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after 4 straight misses will start to happen.
Holmes passes to Ibaka. Outside Leonard. Back to Ibaka. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Fires top of the key. Offensive rebound. Holmes. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Outside Matthews. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Inside, and Davis throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And it's Holmes off the drive. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Free throw good, Ibaka.
And what's interesting about Ibaka, he's played basketball internationally ever since joining the NBA back in 2008. In fact, he won a silver medal with Spain in 2012.
Drummond with it. He's got 10. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Lakers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Her passes to Drummond. Davis kicks to James. Schroeder, left side, just 5 on the clock. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review shows that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Cousins is a big body who knows just how to back down the deep. When he has the room to throw it down, he does not hesitate for 1 second.
Here's Davis. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Holmes. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And it's James missing. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Clippers. Here's Holmes, and Holmes throws it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
James, the pass to Davis. And the rejection by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. John Rondo is checked in for George. Leonard with the steal. To the paint and stolen by Drummond. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
That one drops for him.
He's got it rolling this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
The Clippers have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Cousins is a straight-up bully in the paint. Master at drawing contact, thanks to his size.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for the Clippers.
Inside Davis has the upper hand. His height makes getting to his shot that much easier.
Down low, here's Morris. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And the edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Her passes to Kuzma. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Horton Tucker. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Cousins. Second shot opportunity. And it's Harrell missing. Clippers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And Holmes throws it down.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Lakers shooting so far very efficient, all around, about 55%. Rondo against Schroeder. Passes it to Horton Tucker. That 3 off the mark. Horton Tucker's gone 1 of 4 so far. To the inside. Holmes. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 26 points for the natural.
Amazing floor awareness from Cousins. Skilled at spotting the open man.
Schroeder outside. Harrell trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Outside Leonard to the middle. It's stolen by Davis. Now the Lakers on the break. Davis has got the ball. And the pass to Horton Tucker. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Well, with as much defensive attention as AD gets, the passing lanes will be open for him, and those are the passes he needs to make.
To the paint, here's Morris, and a foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his third foul of the game.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was.
So it's the Lakers now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Loads it up there for Harrell. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Rajon Rondo. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. And it's the natural, and it's man in at the 3.
Having a floor general like Rondo on the court instantly elevates your offense. He does everything he can to bring out the best in his team.
As you look at last year's all-defensive first-teamers, 4 out of 5 of those guys were 6'10" or taller. Clearly, size is an advantage.
Yeah, size or at least length. Long arms, with that comes block, steals, and deflections. As long as you can move your feet, though, big mistake.
Dudley's shot is good.
All around there. Kuzma's very solid at finding his guys in their spots.
Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And it's Holmes off the drive. Batum wide open, he fired. A shot off that time, and it's the Lakers the other way. Now McLemore, and Kuzma has it in the corner. And the wide open shot from Morris goes back up. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
So active, so energetic, helping to lead the charge for this team.
The free throw drops for Dudley. Batum passes to Holmes, and the shot goes down. Holmes got 12 points here in the second half.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shot's now starting to fall.
Pass to Caruso. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Holmes. Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Ben McLemore.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg the Slam Dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but
yes.
I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
Holmes with the steal. Pass to man, takes the 3, but they recover it.
That's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
Here's Holmes, and Holmes throws it down.
Well, tally up another helper for Rondo. I mean, he just keeps climbing that all-time assist list. Incredible career that keeps going.
The Lakers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Here's Caruso, defended by Batum, and good that time.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Kuzma. misses the three.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving up.
No good from Gibson.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Now here's McLemore. He's covered by Rondo.
Oh, you have to admire the intensity of McLemore sprinting towards the hoop and jamming it home with some real force.
Holmes passes to Batum. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Holmes. Caruso looking for an opening. Shot clock at 5. Kuzma outside. Buries it from three-point range. Kuzma's got 6 here in this quarter.
Second three-pointer of the second half. 5 overall. He's killing it from all around.
Here's Holmes. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And this next draft, Chris, expected to be the last year of the one-and-done rule. Do you approve of the league once again letting high schoolers be drafted?
Well, yeah, I think if we're finally catching back up with the world, if a man can do the various things that you could do after turning 18, why wouldn't you be allowed to go to a job and make money for your family? So, yeah, I definitely think it's the right thing to do. I just love the aggressive attitude of Batum, especially how hard he hits the ball.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Horton Tucker. And it's off from three-point range.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Shot by Rondo is no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The Clippers have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Craig, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Caruso. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Now, here's Holmes. He's guarded closely. Poked loose. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Now here's McLemore outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Holmes got his 6th rebound on the night. A pass to man. Morris with the block.
And look at Morris use his reach to turn away a shot. He's excellent at cornering shooters. They're sitting their shots back.
The Clippers shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. To the inside. And Batum throws it down.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Caruso. And no good that time. Great tee that time from Rondo. Holmes passes to Batum. Makes it off the glass. Batum's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's just years of experience coming to this league. Batum's aggressiveness and basketball savvy, I mean, it puts defenders in difficult spots.
Pass to Morris. And he banks in the layup. Morris has got his first 2 points.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Holmes with it. Guarded now by Morris. And with the move league wide for greater representation, some are calling for more diversity in front offices. Chris, some say progress isn't coming fast enough. What do you think?
I think progress hasn't happened fast enough either. Put me on that list. Let me sign that petition. Because even in the coaching ranks, for the black head coaches this season, you know, teams need to hire the best candidate. No one's saying anything different than that. But the fact of the matter is, they're not interviewing some of the best candidates. That's all. There's some of the best candidates in the door. and they should be higher.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
You know, I like Morris. He's a valuable contributor on both ends of the floor. Now, he's a sniper from deep. He can definitely lock you up on D as well.
The Clippers shooting pretty well, 46% from the floor. And that one drops. Batum's got 10 points in just the second half.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Holmes. Count it, good. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Holmes kicks to Rondo. No good on the three. The Lakers shooting very well right now, 52% in this fourth quarter. Caruso, and so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. And the Lakers with possession here. Count that one. 1:29 left to play here in the fourth.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Davis.
But his defense gave them the spark they needed, protecting the rim with purpose. They were afraid to bring the ball inside against the big fella.
Here's man. That one goes. Count it.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
Here's Caruso. Softly drops in the floater.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
This is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great fit.
It's stolen by Morris. Here's Caruso. And here's McLemore. Here's Caruso. Pass to Horton Tucker. 5 to shoot. Here's Morris. Great tee that time from Gibson. Now, here's Holmes. Guarded by McLemore. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Lakers now. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan.
Hey, man. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're going to do. Get to work. Here's what we're going to do. See, you want to work on finishing at the hoop. Let's get started. Keep it going. One more. We'll get the next one. Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
What's up, y'all? It's Kay Canal. You watching 2K TV.
Hey, I'm Brian, and I'm in your neighborhood to talk about the upcoming 2K Compete events. This weekend, if your My Player is a 75 overall or under, you can head to boot camp for a chance to earn exclusive prizes. You'll have 4 chances to participate.
And a lot of style and a lot of confidence coming off the Kings bus earlier on. We'll see if their performance matches their look. The beaches of Santa Monica and Venice, not too far from our setting today, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, if you'll allow a DC kid to be a little parochial right now, while there are some basketball hotbeds throughout the world, Prince George's County in the heart of Maryland is among the finest. A litany of NBA players have come from PG, including Kevin Durant, Victor Oladipo, Markelle Fultz, Michael Beasley, and Quinn Cook. KD said, "It's just in the water. This is what we do." Guys?
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. Now Sacramento starting 5. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Halliburton is out there with Fox, and it's Holmes in at the 5. And for the Clippers, the natural out there with Paul George. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, then it's Ibaka, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now, here's Fox. Pass to Holmes. Lock at 6. On the wing, Barnes shoots over Leonard. Barnes can't get it to go. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Holmes against Fox. Ibaka, the pass to George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on to Aaron Fox.
That straight line drive there from Paul George, you love to see him get in that attack mode. We'll see if he can cash in now at the line.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Fox kicks to Barnes. Passes it to Bagley. Outside, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, that gets everybody fired up. The point guard, the Aaron Fox, up on the rim.
Holmes against Fox. Now the pass to George. This one for 3. The shot, no good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls, and of course, went on to win it.
No doubt that's what made the difference. The aggression they showed, attacking, drawing contact. It got them points at the line and made foul trouble a big concern on the other side.
Now, here is George. His last outing, he had 8 points. A 3 from Leonard. Holmes controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Fox against Holmes. Halliburton passes to Fox. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Good work defensively by Holmes. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Now, here's Fox. 20 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Now, here's Holmes. Following a missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Holmes passes to George. Fox with the steal. Inside. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
He very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Here's Holmes. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. Fox with it. Leonard picks him up. Back to Holmes. Pass to Halliburton. Just 5 to shoot. Latrey tries again, and it's Bagley getting it to go.
Well, Bagley is so long, you can't let him go uncovered when he's around the offensive glass.
Fox against Holmes. George looking over the floor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Clippers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The wide open look here for Fox. He can't get it to go. The Clippers go the other way with it.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
The Kings trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Working around the rim, Bagley a tough cover there because of his quickness.
Holmes against Fox. Now, here's Holmes. He had a 39-point outing in the last game against the Lakers. George has a 2-pointer. That one wide left.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Back to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about Fox just getting to the rim right there? Great to see him explode at times.
Holmes against Fox. On the wing, George. Over Halliburton. A nice shot by George. George has got 6.
PG playing behind the pick and roll, able to use his size. Pretty good decision that time with the basketball.
Fox with it. Holmes covering. Right side, Fox. Here's Halliburton. Good on the 3-point shot.
That's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes.
Here's Ibaka. Bagley with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And it's Holmes off the drop. And Holmes throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Just insane length and leaping ability. He can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, second rounder back in 2018, but He's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Marcus Morris comes in for Serge Ibaka. Back to Fox. Again, the miss by the King.
With him struggling tonight, we need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Holmes finds Morris.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. They trail by 7. It's good. Fox has got 6.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Morris right side. Fox with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Holmes. Oh, Holmes in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
Here's Fox. And it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. He's got 8. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Holmes. 8 points for him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
The Clippers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. The first one falls.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Swap here for the Clippers. And here is Holmes. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Ibaka is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's the natural. And it's George in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Crowder. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Harkless. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Crowder. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Holmes can't get it to go in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this routine.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the natural in the last outing against the Lakers put on a show. He picked up 39 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
David, we appreciate the update. We'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And it's the Kings with the ball. The Clippers getting the bucket. Outside, Fox takes a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another. Really, the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
Here's Halliburton. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Here's Holmes. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now, here's George. He's got 6. George, double team. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Down low, here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Well, at 6'11" and that active, Bagley, that's easy stuff.
Holmes, the bounce pass. Cousins dishes to George. No good from outside.
A struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, you can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Now, here's Halliburton. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game, and the shot is good. Fox has got 10 points.
Fox just found a little bit of space there, and he burned the defense.
And Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or, in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it 2 ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. He's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is.
And the Kings making a change here. Barnes is checked in. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
It's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent as a coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 20. I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And that one's good. George, he's got 8.
Paul George has definitely garnered some strength through the years now, and he's developed that over time in the offseason, being diligent with his work ethic, and gets through contact on that play.
Barnes passes to Harkless. Outside, Fox. Pulls it up. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Holmes passes to Leonard. Shoots over Fox. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Leonard against Barnes. And Fox has it in the corner. Another miss by Fox.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Fox with it. He's got 10. Passes to Barnes. Holmes with the steal. He feeds it to George. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
Taj Gibson's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And the Kings also making a change. That is checked in.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Here's Fox. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is when Fox is at his best. Once he gets a step on the defense, he's pretty much going to read the back of that jersey.
From about 19 feet. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. The Kings trail by 13. Poked away. Now, here's Halliburton. Outside, Bagley. Outside, Fox. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Fox, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
De'Aaron Fox not backing away that time from the contact, drawing the defense into him.
A different look for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Ibaka. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for George. Terrence Davis, he's checked in for the Kings. Now, here's Holmes. 14 points for him. Here's Morris, and it's blocked. Now Davis. Knocks it loose. Holmes with the steal. To the middle. Here's Morris. He's been up and in off the pretty assist. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
Bagley with the bucket.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Clippers leading by 11. Here's Holmes. Jackson has the open look. Offline with his 3. To the inside. Here's Bagley. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. And that's 10 points from Marvin Bagley.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
And there's the pass to Morris. And it's blocked. On the wing, Barnes. He's covered by Leonard. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Barnes.
Now, Barnes can be hard to contain sometimes around the rim. He can create just enough space to be effective.
Outside Jackson. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Kings. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
Here's Davis. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Davis surveying the floor.
Fox getting in, nifty scoring there, not hesitating inside.
Clippers leading by 7. Holmes down low, guarded by Fox. Oh, that's blocked, and he's able to get it back.
He had a defender all over him.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke.
So it's Los Angeles, 13 points up at the end of the period. Their transition game has been in full effect. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a minute. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Fox is out there with Hellebert, and it's Holmes in at the center position. Double by Fox. Inside, lead stolen by Bagley. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Fox leading the charge. And here's Hellebert. Barnes outside. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Fox. And a miss there on the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. The Kings trail by 13. Pass to Bagley. Fox against Holmes. Holmes, good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one.
Really, he's improving so much in his decision-making and delivering passes.
Doubled by Bagley.
In this one, he's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him. Holmes down low. The shot by George, wide open.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4-men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
Think about Harrison Barnes when he won an NBA championship in his 3rd year in the league after being the 7th pick in the 2012 NBA draft. The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what we talked about at halftime?
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops.
And in the NBA, Rashawn Holmes had to wait for his opportunity, but he kept perspective, took nothing for granted, and just stayed positive and worked.
And sometimes as a player, GA, you gotta take these little indicators that people still believe in you. Phone calls and team's interest, that helps. He's become a dangerous finisher, a shot blocker, and has shown some flashes in that jump shot.
Here's Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Barnes has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Fox against Holmes. Back to Leonard. Over Fox. That one's off. Still out of sync.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And finished off by Bagley.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Here's Holmes. He's got 14. He kicks it to George. For 3, drills the 3-pointer. George has got 13.
Well, an accurate 3-point shooter, Paul George can get it going from distance.
Here's Halliburton. 5 points in the game. Holmes with it. Back to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Holmes with the steal. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. To the left side lane. Cousins, the pass to Holmes. Got a piece of it. Now Fox. He's got 16. To the middle. Here's Bagley. That shot missing. Nice D from Cousins. Clippers leading by 4. Leonard on the wing. And again, the Clippers 2 over. Taj Gibson's checked in for Los Angeles. And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. Outside, Fox. Looking to get back on track here. Bagley with a wide open look. 3 pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
To get open is Gibson. And Holmes throws it down.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Fox looking it over. 3-pointer. It's good from long range. Fox has got 19 points.
Well, Fox trying to work on that outside jump shot, become more consistent. Nice bucket there.
Holmes passes to Gibson. And the rejection by Holmes.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Leonard. Then for the Kings, Crowder comes in for Marvin Bagley. And it's Wright in for Halliburton. Holmes good.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Los Angeles with another miss. The Kings trail by 3. Nobody near Barnes. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And it's in there. Jackson's got 8 points.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Barnes can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 5. Holmes finds George. To Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for the Nationals. Passes it to Moore. Los Angeles making a switch here. Holmes checked in. Clippers with the ball. To the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
The Kings trail by 13. Right, the pass to Menu. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
58 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And here is Davis. 5 points in the game. Kicks it to Wright. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Crowder. Knocks down the 3 ball. Crowder's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
The Kings trail by 10. And the rejection by Holmes.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Crowder, the pass to right, down low, Davis, and the rejection by Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So for the Clippers right now, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ibaka. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Marcus Morris. And it's Holmes in at the point guard. Morris passes to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Right against Holmes. Over to the left wing. From 12 feet out. Medu can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
First free throw is good. So for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Morris. And Georgia subbed in for Luke Kennard. Rashawn Holmes is checked in for the Kings. Barnes comes in for Davis. Wright looking around. Bagley trying to free himself up. Holmes good.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance coming.
Pass to Cousins. And the rejection by Holmes. And Cousins kicks to Leonard. Outside, George. Hope they get it back. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Sacramento. And George, here we go. Los Angeles with another miss. The Kings trail by 14. Tipped away. Holmes with the steal. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard with the ball.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
To the paint. Here's Bagley. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
That's one of those games for Bagley where he just looks so confident.
To the inside. Holmes. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Fox, the bounce pass. Outside, Bagley. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Halliburton passes it to Fox, and the Nationals going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bagley. The shot from the low post is good. Bagley's got 20.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Leonard the pass to George. Over Halliburton. They get it back. Here's Cousins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Rashawn Holmes.
And Cousins is just so strong down there in the paint. He easily picks up that foul thanks to his height. Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Bagley, no good. Clippers leading by 13. Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. Pass to Halliburton. Back to Fox. And the Natural's going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, the Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Halliburton. Sacramento gets it back in a new 14. A 3-ball. The shot missing as the Clippers taking it the other way. And after this one, home against Minnesota, that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Holmes gets to George. 6 to shoot. Another shot. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called in the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, I think you got to be cautious when you guard tall George. He's not afraid of the contact, and that time welcomed him.
And with the frequency of 3-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, you're starting to see teams take more threes than 2s. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on 3-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts. But I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that 3 is going to be vital.
Oh, Holmes in position.
I love that dish down low.
And the Clippers call time here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Clippers leading by 16. Now, here's Holmes, followed by Fox. George, that's a 2-pointer. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Holmes can't get it to go in. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And it's Leonard. That's on an assist by Holmes. And the Clippers lead by 18.
That's Kawhi pushing the action all by himself there, attacking inside, and starting to take charge.
On defense, the Clippers. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
To the middle, here's Holmes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
All free throws good from Holmes. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams, especially healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt, and they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, you know, if I got 100, 200 million invested in the guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Marvin Bagley, the second overall pick in the 2018 draft. Another step forward for him this year.
Another good play. This is how they built the league, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Inside, Halliburton, and it's sent back by George. Pass into Holmes. Outside of Ibaka. Good on the shot. And the Clippers lead by 21.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this one. Just too many good looks from in close.
Holmes against Fox. You know, good luck for Bagley. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That will get in his fourth foul of the game, and into the bonus, he will head to the line for 2.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Well, DeMarcus Cousins is so aggressive. He's always going to draw some fouls on the inside, whether the refs call that or not. Fortunately for the team, he's a very good free throw shooter.
Halliburton passes to Fox. Cans the shot from the wing. Fox has got 21 in the game.
When the game starts to slow down for younger players, you know they're starting to feel confident about how they go about their business. Fox with a good decision there.
Down low. Holmes can't get it to go in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Barnes against Leonard. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here is Los Angeles now. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 16-7 run. George, no good.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
It's Fox with the draw.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Throw good, Fox.
So much talk about who's the fastest player in the league, and Fox always being mentioned there. His speed and stepping into this leadership role, lots of great signs from De'Aaron Fox.
Holmes kicks to Cousins. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Cousins has got 5 points now this quarter.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the knee had collapsed on him.
Now, here's Halliburton, defended by George. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
Los Angeles leading by 21. Doubled by Fox. George passes to Ibaka. Feeds it to Cousins. And Cousins with the dunk.
Some agility shown by DeMarcus Cousins, even at that size, can still get on up.
Here's Fox. Floats one up, and he lays it up and in. Fox has got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Holmes with it. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and into the bonus, he'll head to the line for 2. That free throw good from Holmes. And he can't hit the second. And it's Fox with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Halliburton passes to Barnes. Bagley in the post, working on a buck, and the rejection by Ibaka. Here's Fox. Top of the key. And that one goes long.
Relaxed defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Holmes can't get it to go in. Sacramento's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. A fader. Rebound by the Kings. Bagley's got 11 rebounds in the game. And here's Barnes for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 8th assist in the game. Cousins, the pass to Holmes. And it's Fox with the rebound. The Kings trail by 19. Here's Barnes, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Now Cousins. Doubled by Fox. Holmes passes to Cousins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Medu, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And Cousins drops them both. And here is Fox. Outside, Bagley. Medu passes to Fox. Fox is double. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. They get it again. Barnes. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. So the Clippers winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just switching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Hart.
I see you out there doing work.
Everyone, bring it in. Great game last night. One of the best I've been part of. Let's keep that focus and energy going in today's practice. Aim to be great. Today, we're going to work on stopping teams from getting easy buckets in transition. Set it up and get started. Great energy in practice. Don't leave the gym without putting some individual work.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's go. Hey, hit me up. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Hey, beat the ball, huh? Get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
On Wednesday, I better see all you playmakers at dime time. Here, work with the community to reach the assist goal, and if the goal is met, you'll earn some sweet prizes. And next weekend, you can compete against some powerful trios at Port Conqueror 3-on-3. To recap, here's our big board of upcoming events in the neighborhood. That's it for me. I'll see you on the courts.
Welcome to a very special edition of NBA 2K TV from Summer League in Las Vegas. We have a very fun episode coming up for you, including highlights from Summer League, rookies talking NBA 2K, and the inside scoop on NBA 2K22 from Mike Lang. Let's go. Welcome to 2K TV. So excited to have you on the show. Now, you're getting scanned for NBA 2K22. What's that process going to be like? You're getting scanned into the game, and now you're going to be able to play in the game as yourself.
Man, it's a blessing. I mean, especially because I've been playing 2K like all my life. I'm a gamer, so I play 2K all the time. And now just to see myself playing, it's gonna be an amazing thing.
I've been playing this game for a very long time, man. Just trying to make a player that looks like me. I'm not really that close. It's really special when I actually get to have somebody that looks exactly like me. I'm really excited for that.
It's the dream come true, you know. When I was little and I was playing 2K, I was always thinking about, damn, like, I should be there one day, you know. I want to be there one day, and here we are.
And now you're here.
Yeah.
How does it feel that you're going to be in NBA 2K?
It's crazy. Being in a video game, being played my whole life growing up, you know, with all my guys, and now to finally be in it, I don't got to create my own play. It's fun.
You've been playing 2K all your life. What modes do you play on?
I play everything, the team up, my career, my team. I play my career, play all-star team up with my friends online. I do fantasy leagues, I do all that. I'm a 2K head.
I play it all. I play everything with. They come to 2K, I consider myself the guy.
Because Cam said he was the guy.
Cam don't play 2K, he just talking.
Is there anything about your appearance that they need to get right in the game?
For sure, the smile, for sure.
Definitely the hair, the headband. That's kind of the way that my look's going now. So that's priority number one.
Everything. It better look exactly like me. I'm talking about the head, eyebrows, nose, face structure. I need everything. I need the shot form. I want everything.
What do you think your highest attribute rating should be in the game?
I think definitely my three-point shooting. I'm a good passer, so passing balls what I do probably the best. My attention. but you know, I got a lot of dumps in my package, so you know, that rating should be pretty high. Definitely have my speed. I feel like my speed should be like a 97, 98.
That's really high.
At least, yeah, it is high.
So you definitely have to grab a copy of NBA2K22 then.
Definitely probably. I'm about to pre-order whenever they pre-order it.
Well, seriously, I don't think we need to
I don't know. I'm not used to that, so I don't know. I'm pre-ordering it for sure, though.
Do you have any feedback you want to give our gameplay director, Mike Wynn?
The graphics, you know, obviously are where they need to be, and the motions, the movements get better too. So I mean, just keep working on your craft. But you know, you're doing a good job.
Do you want to say anything to Mike Wynn? Because we're actually going to have him on the show soon. So, do you have anything like?
All right, can I get the logo, please? That's all I want. I've been dreaming since I was little kids. Let me get a logo.
Anything else game specific?
Maybe a 99.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the league's deadlier weapons now is the step-back jumper. Steph Curry said, "You're always in control of the situation with that move. It is pretty effective." Portland's Damian Lillard said, "It's a tough off-balance shot, so it takes a lot of work. But people around the league are putting in that work to become even more effective." Guys?
Thanks, David. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Towns. Then there's Edwards. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. And it's the natural. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's George in at the 2 guard. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that in come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware. Of where you were because of the goals you set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
Now Russell, Paul George missing from long range. Towns kicks to Beasley. Back to Towns. Like at 6. Out to Russell. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go for it. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. This time they came together was in Minnesota, where they fell the Wolves.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
And, you know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Puts it up from 7, and Russell puts it in.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Now, here's Holmes. In the game against Sacramento, very impressive. Pass to George. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Minnesota. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
Now Holmes, after the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns. Holmes passes to George. From outside, off the mark.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first win.
Currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Now here's George. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Leonard kicks to George. Leonard trying to break free. The Clippers keep it along. Pass to Cousins. Towns with the steal. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Beasley with a clean look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. That's good for George on the assist by Holmes. And this game is tied up now.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Russell passes to Beasley. From downtown, and D'Angelo Russell with the 3. Russell's got 5 points so far.
Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Now here's Beasley. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Now here is Ibaka. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And stolen by Russell. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Edwards leading the charge. Took him no time at all on that one.
When defending Beasley, you've got to get up on him. I mean, he's lethal as a catch-and-shoot guy.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leading the Twin Cities to win titles. Well, Rico, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here is Russell. He has 5. Vanderbilt's shot is good.
Making the right choice there. I mean, Russell, this is what scouts like about him. His feel, that intuitive feel for the game.
Clippers trail by 3. Outside Leonard. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Russell with Holmes covering. Shoots it up. That one a little long. LA's gone 105 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
Oh, I tell you what, George has tremendous bounce ability. It's always fun to see him launch and throw it down.
Russell kicks to Towns. On deep three-point range. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. George finds Ibaka. To the inside. It's deflected. Holmes with the steal. Got a piece of it. Beasley with 8 points his last outing. Out to Russell. Towns against Cousins. And play stops. This one what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Reed's checked in.
And with a slower than average shot release, sometimes Ibaka needs more room to fire off that jumper, but does a good job that time with a hand in his face.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Morris is checked in for Serge Ibaka. And a change for the Timberwolves. Noel's checked in. Towns against Zubac. Here's Russell. 5 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. With the shot. And it falls over the rim and in. Russell's got 7 points in the game.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Leonard, the pass to Holmes. Outside, George. Off target from outside.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Noel, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball now. They were all over.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Outside, Russell. Towns for 3. Rebounded by Holmes.
And the Strokes are definitely lacking confidence in this quarter. Nothing on target.
Zubac kicks to George. Nobody near Leonard. Misses the jumper.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it. But they don't want to chance that again.
And all the skill used on that crossover, you might want to save a little bit for the finish. Unable to convert there.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 7 from outside the arc. Good on the triple. 10 points for him.
And, you know, this has become a real weapon for Russell now, and it's because he's worked hard on this shot.
And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Russell against Holmes. Russell passes to Reed. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Minnesota shooting their first foul shot of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Luke Kennard comes in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for George. Minnesota also making some changes. Daniels, he's checked in for Edwards. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Russell. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this team.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys have. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. John Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's Rubio after the made shot from Holmes. There's the pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Towns trying to get open, and he gets it to go.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Holmes passes to Zubac. No good, shot missing. Towns with the defensive effort. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Sacramento.
And you talk post-up, face-ups, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure. He's got guard skills, too.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Zubats. Clippers moving the ball around. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And the 3 off target. And it's Rubio with the ball for Minnesota. From 20 feet out. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go. Well, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
And it's Holmes off the drive. Can't connect from short range. The Timberwolves trail. And here is McDaniel. 11 points for him in that last game against Sacramento. Here's Reed, and the rejection by Holmes. Gibson finds Holmes. To the paint, here's Morris. His shot is good, making a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Los Angeles?
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Here's Noel. Following the basket by Marcus Morris. Shots good by Noel.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Holmes passes to Morris. Outside for Jackson. Holmes with it. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the 3-pointers. Not much to show for. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Back to Rubio.
I like the fact that Rubio is looking to put the ball on the deck to get his shot.
Now Holmes. And there's the goal in Carl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. Swap here for the Clippers. So it's the Clippers now. Leonard kicks to Zubats. Left side of Ibaka. From the stripe. Misses off the right eye.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pocket is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Paul George. And it's the natural. And it's Zubats in at the foul. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Russell. And that won't go. Missing the go-ahead bucket for Los Angeles. They've gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. Here at the break, 7 of 8 from the floor. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the natural in the last outing against the Kings was all business. He contributed 31 points, and his passing was just incredible. Piled up an impressive number of assists. The stat line was filled, and the whole league was talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Yeah,
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he loved the most that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others. Yet, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Timberwolves trail by 4. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Russell. Edwards got 9.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
To the middle. Up top, Holmes. He's guarded by Russell. Ibaka, rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And Edwards with the stop.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Holmes passes to Ibaka. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. Holmes kicks to Zubas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Holmes throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, gee, the pick went into full effect before the stop.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Russell. The Clippers getting the bucket. Outside, Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
What can you do when Towns is knocking these shots down? A big man with a dynamite killer jumper.
Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. And the Timberwolves call time. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point, a good facility.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that, am I correct?
No, that's not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural, others like myself have to evolve into it.
And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. Russell inside, guarded by Holmes. The Clippers in the lead. And there's Leonard from 3. Vanderbilt with the rebound. To the left wing. Edwards, that's good.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
And it's Holmes off the draw. Zubats in the post. Towns on him.
Well, you see the great reach as well as the relentless pursuit shown by Towns. He's simply saying, not here, not now, not in my house. Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Down low. 1:53 left in the second quarter. Vanderbilt the pass to Edwards. Russell against Morris. The kick out to Towns. Back to Russell. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Russell's got 12.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
It's Russell with the drive. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And you know, once Russell catches fire now, let him eat. I mean, he's got the ability to take over games with his scoring.
Towns comes with a double team. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 14. This is it to Towns. Fires the three. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Towns has got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves. Oh, Holmes in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Here's Towns. That's to Vanderbilt. Here's Noel. 5 on the clock. Goes back up. A putback. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Los Angeles, they've missed 2 free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight.
And they had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Now, here is Russell. Here's McDaniels, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 3rd foul of the game. He got it up. No good on the last second attempt there.
And that's Russell. I mean, he has the length to disrupt and bother shots, even against bigger or more explosive athletes.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. What can you say? The natural and impressive effort here today.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4 spot.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
And it's Holmes off the drive. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Beasley with George picks him up. Beasley kicks to Russell. Shoots over to Holmes. The offensive rebound. And the basket is good. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, I like the way Towns reads where the ball is coming off when it's missed. And he's got excellent timing as well and did a good job feeding everybody to the ball.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Holmes passes to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And not the most flamboyant dunker, but Ibaka goes to the rack with rude intentions nonetheless.
Now, here is Russell. 14 points for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. The Timberwolves have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
Clippers trail by 7. Here's Holmes. Nice D from Russell, and the Natural's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Russell inside, guarded by Holmes. Yep, that one goes in there.
Sliding and gliding off the pick and roll. Russell makes the smart choice to take it himself.
George finds Holmes. Towns with the steal. And pushing it up again is Minnesota. Again in transition.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And it's Holmes off the drive. Ibaka, no luck.
Just 1 for 4 from the field. Not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Pass to Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. Inside, it's deflected and stolen by Cousins. And here's Leonard from 3. That ball, nice feed that time from George. George has got 6 assists now in the game. Ball's not loose. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's George. Score the basket is 8 for 13 from the floor.
And George is very capable at knocking down difficult shots. I mean, because of his size and stroke and ball handling and his added strength, he's able to shoot over good defense and knock him down.
Here we go, one-on-one. A beautiful reverse layup. And now it's just a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
No success thus far trying to guard George tonight. I mean, he is absolutely shredding.
Russell finds Towns. Back to Russell. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Bucket's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Holmes passes to Leonard. And here's George. He's feeling it. Misses off the left iron.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Vanderbilt, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Vanderbilt's got 12 points in the game. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
Absolutely on fire. That they need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for the Natural. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed's checked in, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Russell. To the paint, here's George, and it's George finishing it up.
You know, Rondo's a multi-time league assist leader. If you're open, he's getting you the rock.
Pass to Towns. Towns is double. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Excellent D there from Beasley. Timberwolves leading by 4.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show. That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
The dish to Rubio. Here's Vanderbilt, defended by George. Rubio outside, lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Cousins, Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. To the inside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add 1 more at the line.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
The free throw drops for Towns.
Towns, the first overall pick in 2015, a future MVP candidate. I mean, he's lived up to the bill.
Zubac is checked in for Gibson, and it's the natural one for Rajon Rondo. Minnesota also making some changes. Edwards, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns, and D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Ricky Rubio. A free throw off from Jackson.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
You know, he's got to take care of the ball much better than he has been. By himself, he's accounted for 4 turnovers. That's way too many.
Kennard finds Holmes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Clippers have gone 7 of 11 from the line. That free throw, no good. Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles, and he sinks the second. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Inside, here's McDaniels. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Jaden McDaniel. Clippers trail by 17. And it's Holmes off the drive. Zubac. That one good for 2.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Holmes against Russell. Pass to Reed. There's a minute left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Holmes with the steal. Right side, Leonard. The teardrop falls in. Leonard's got 9.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Russell high post. Holmes on him. Leonard finds Holmes. Now, here's Zubac. Kennard for 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Holmes passes to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-hand.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Timberwolves lead by 11. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's the natural. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Cousins comes in for Morris, and Georgia subbed in for Luke Kennard. And a change for the Timberwolves. Vanderbilt's checked in. Here is Russell.
Big guard, nice handle. D'Angelo can take you a number of ways off the drive.
Clippers trail by 13. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Zubats. Holmes passes to Cousins. Fast break, Minnesota. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Boy, such a dangerous threat in transition. I mean, once Beasley gets a step on the defense, goodbye.
And it's Holmes off the drop. Here's Cousins. They get the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Edwards kicks to Russell. Here's Vanderbilt. Unable to get that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They host the Spurs after this one. And that'll be the third of the fourth straight at home. George double team. Holmes passes to Leonard. Russell with it. Leonard picks him up. Russell against Leonard. Shoots from the elbow. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, I love seeing players use the middle of the court. It just opens up your options, and for a guy like Russell, it gives him a lot of freedom offensively.
The Timberwolves another fast break chance here. No good from Beasley. Clippers trail by 17. Leonard on the wing. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit. And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Beasley against Ibaka. And Beasley, here we go. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Down by 15. Down low. Ibaka. Beasley with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. He feeds it to Russell. Good work there as it goes. Russell's got 9 points here in the second half. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes strong so far.
You've got to be more careful in that situation. That's his 5th foul, and now he's walking a fine line.
Minnesota on the 17-point lead to Phoenix. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside the length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
Both good from the line that time.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Holmes. And foul on the shot. They'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Both free throws good from Holmes.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Outside, Towns. Edwards kicks to Beasley. Cousins against Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked away. Edwards. A 3-pointer off the mark.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
And it's Holmes off the drop. And with that shot, the Minnesota Leafs got down now to just 11 on the basket from Cousins.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Russell looking around. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Timberwolves leading by 11. 4-on-3 break. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Paul George. George just got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the middle. Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Here's Vanderbilt. Deep 2 from Russell. Again, Russell missing.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
They can use a bucket. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Holmes got 10 rebounds here tonight. It's so accurate.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With the team leading from halftime, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
The Timberwolves, again, can't hit.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And the Timberwolves call time.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis and get away from the sloppy fouls.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Olden.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Well, I love when Cousins uses his reach and strength to stymie shooters. Nice positioning on defense there.
George, double team, outside Leonard. A 3. But they recover it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Holmes. Leonard trying to break free. Holmes can't get it to go in. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's Beasley. And that one hits back iron. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th of 9. George trying to break free. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Pass to Russell. To the paint. Here's Vanderbilt. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway. So a 3-point play chance for him.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
To the inside. Holmes against Russell. Cousins dishes to George. And here's Russell. Out left to the wing. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Out to Russell from past the arc. Good, and his assist goes to town. Russell's got 26 points.
You know, with good form, a quick release, and a nice feel, Russell's comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations.
And the Clippers call time here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, D'Angelo Russell.
And guys, this really has been his night. He's done a lot of things well, but his scoring really put him over the top. You can see how determined he's been every time he's gotten his hands on the ball. Great drive and also great focus offensively.
He's been their coach tonight, the player who's guided them to the win, and it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one. Pass to Towns. Now it up top Russell. The pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. Off target with his three.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make it.
Holmes can't get it to go in. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. Clippers trail by 8. Passes it to Holmes. Edwards brings the double team. Ibaka finds Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on Towns.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example. And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break in drawing some fouls.
Russell. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Los Angeles is going 1 and 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's George. And another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
And, you know, the versatile George does so many things well. High-octane player who I think gives you intensity at both ends of the court.
Now here's Beasley. Pass to Vanderbilt. Down low. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Clippers trail by 6. To Holmes. It's tipped. Towns comes with a double team. And again, Clippers. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot. Well, free throw drops for Leonard. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Towns.
You know, despite his youth, Towns sees the big picture. I mean, gets points any way you can, and we'll see if he can cash in at the line here.
First one falls for him. And Towns drops them both.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Pass to Zubac. And again, fishing all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches. An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Russell's got 14 points here in the second half.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And it's Holmes off the drop. And it's good, 2 points.
Big stakes, big bucket. Ibaka is showing he has the level to rise to the challenge.
Russell against Holmes. Towns, the basket beat. Back to Towns. Shoots over Zubac. Towns, no luck. Clippers trail by 4. inside. George goes up and lays it. Shoot easy. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Hey, you got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
So high post. Comes on him. And chance shot. Then what was it? Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love him. Carl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
And luckily that they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Holmes against Russell. On the basket piece to the middle. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Leonard the pass to Holmes.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
6 to shoot. Fires it up. Gets a hand on it, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 36.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 4. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass to not waste too much time at all.
And there's the whistle called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one he really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time. Also with so it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.